Hey, Tate here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Tesla. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on weekly time frame and looking at the very high time frame first to get an idea where we are at. So this is what we got. In this one I've labeled this as a wave 1, 2 of primary, 3 of primary, 4th and 5th. So this would complete the wave 1 of cycle. Then we would have a 3-way pullback which only took the price down around 55% and lasted around 630 days, so almost a couple of years. So again, it took quite a while. Then after that point, again on the lows of May 2019, we started another run upwards where we could have labeled this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the highs of 400s, at least after the stock split here. So again, the highs were made around November 2021, whereas some of the indices as well were soon to be topping out. One-to-one comparison on the time for this wave 2 against the wave 4 here would be around July 2023. If we are looking at this one here, I think we do have this as a flat pattern where we have 3, 3 and 5 coming down for that ABC structure. So we would be looking to get some kind of alteration here in the higher time frame. But again, that is not a must. It's more of a guideline to get us better look also here. So what we would have is some kind of zigzag structure or a double zigzag, triple zigzag, a triangle, and those were the options for the alterations. But yeah, that is that. I think this is my main at this very moment. We had other ideas here, showing you this quickly, where we had this as, again, let's say 1, 2, and then we would have this as another 1, 2 scenario. That is still very possible. However, again, at the moment, if we are comparing the size in logarithmic scale, we can see that this structure here is a bit larger already. However, of course, in price it is very much larger. So again, just due to that fact, we could be looking this as more of that 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 1, 2, 1, 2 scenario. We have yet to take out these lows here, which again should not be taken out if this is indeed a 1, 2 scenario. But again, we'll later see which one we're going to be getting. Again, does not really matter on the smaller time frame. I don't think we have enough data here to be saying that we have topped a 5-way move from the very start of Tesla's charts. Then we also had one more something like this, where we had this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4 and looking for a 5th. Again, this has been invalidated, where we had this as a wave 1 here. This should be actually here, and then looking for wave 2. And if the price got below the 18 or $186, then this would be invalid, and now it is invalid, so we don't need to be tracking this anymore. So let's check out the more current price data. Check from the very all-time highs of $415. Since then, again, we had this idea of having this as a ABC and WXY. So basically some form of a double zigzag. Well, this part is not really a double zigzag. This is more of a combination correction. So I'm not quite sure which one we're going to be calling this into higher time frame, but it does not really matter at this point. The overall idea is that we have this as a WXY. Then that would complete the wave W of primary, and then another ABC here into X wave, and then looking for another structure downwards for that wave Y of higher time frame. So the expectation and some of the targets that we have here is ranging from 1-to-1 around $115 or $155 all the way to the $104 on arithmetic scale. So again, those are the main targets. At the moment, it looks like we have completed this in a 5-way manner. 5 ways coming down. So as the higher time frame expectation is a wave Y, the expectation here is that we are creating a zigzag pattern. Again, looking for that B wave. At the moment, if we are looking at this more closely, this A wave, we can be seeing that we have a potential 5 waves completed now. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into third, fourth, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We do have divergences from the third against the fifth, and on higher time frame we should have had some divergences here. Let's see if they are more visible here on 4 hour. Yep, on here. But again, there are of course some issues with this one where we don't have divergences from these lows against the lows of these. So however, I don't really see us having the potential of these being only the lows of thirds, because again, then this structure here is kind of separate and is so much larger than this one. It doesn't make sense to call this another wave 1, 2. So I do like the symmetry and proportions that we currently have here. We have gone beyond the 1.618 extension of this wave 1, pivoted from the wave 4 here, but not gone beyond the 2.618 here, which is still fine. We are right around, well, let's take a look closer here. The wave 5 here was a bit extended, and also the wave 3 was a bit extended, but not too much. Again, we did not hit the 2.618 extension there, so we could expect some kind of extension here on 5th, and I think that is like, right around the 1.618 extension as well of that wave 1 for the wave 5 here. So again, that's that. I wouldn't really want to go too much detail into these lower timeframes on Tesla or any kind of stock, because again, this is what we see. Chop, 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 and these gaps, because again, the closes on the markets. And we just have to try to establish some kind of wave structure inside here. It's not easy most often, but I don't see this current structure being part of this anymore. Why is just because again the size. If we were thinking that this is still part of it, we would be saying that this would be the wave 4, and comparing it to this possible wave 2 here is so much significantly larger that it doesn't really make too much sense in my opinion. But again, that's that. Ending at these very lows of $166 does seem very nice. Then we would have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a possible wave 1 or wave A. Both of them are possible. The expectation here on higher time frame is that B wave, and we have some targets. Golden pocket is probably the best target around 246. If we are having this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could be already getting into that golden pocket already. But again, as we are expecting a 3-way move here on the wave B, we would be looking for creating this as an ABC, something like that. And if this in turn turns into a zigzag pattern again, we would have that as a 5, 3, 5. If this turns into an ABC instead, we would be looking for 3-way pullback and then 3 ways upwards. And I don't think at that point we would be getting to that golden pocket area. Let's see what we have here. Some kind of volume data. 0.5 does have more support. Oh, well, the 38.2 already has quite a lot of support here. Point of control right around 237 does not really fit into the fib targets that we have here. Let's make sure that this is all fine. Yep. But again, we are going to be more monitoring this more smaller time frame, in my opinion, should be looked at, and not a very high time frame. Again, these are just some targets that we should be hitting possibly. But yeah, I would definitely look at these more these smaller time frames. In here, again, as this is a potential 5-way move, we would be looking for a 3-way pullback to around the 0.5 to the golden pocket and taking long positions upwards against these lows, targeting higher prices again. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this video on Tesla. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.